Stay with us until the very end of this video, because at the end, I will share my own thoughts about this story, and what I'm going to say may truly shock you. But before we get there, let's dive into a fascinating, emotional, and at times even controversial chapter in the life of one of the world's most talked about couples. And while we uncover this story piece by piece, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like, so you never miss the latest updates and so that you'll be the very first to know the next time a major twist emerges. Now, let's begin. When people hear the name Justin Bieber, most immediately think of an artist who rose from being a teenage YouTube sensation into one of the most recognizable global pop stars of his generation. Over the years, Justin has not only delivered countless chart-topping hits, but has also lived his life under the unforgiving spotlight of fame. And alongside him, over the past 7 years, has been the woman who turned from a young model with a rising career into his partner in one of the most scrutinized celebrity marriages, Hailey Bieber. Together, they have created headlines, fueled rumors, faced criticism, and sparked admiration. But now, with the couple marking their 7th wedding anniversary, Justin has chosen to give the world a rare glimpse inside the private values and rules that he believes keep the Bieber family strong. Yes, you heard that correctly. Instead of just sharing another polished photo shoot or a glamorous behind-the-scenes clip, Justin has revealed something far more personal, a set of rules, almost like commandments, that he and Hailey follow as a family. And this wasn't just a quick caption on social media. No, Justin went as far as posting an image of wall art that had a list of 10 items written under the bold title, The Bieber Family. These aren't ordinary affirmations. They read almost like a manifesto, a declaration of what matters most to them. Not just as celebrities, but as people trying to navigate the intense pressure of fame while protecting their marriage and family. One line stood out immediately. We value longevity and a sustainable pace of life. That single phrase speaks volumes. For a couple constantly in the headlines, accused of either moving too fast or being on the brink of collapse, the idea of valuing longevity is a powerful counterstatement. It's almost as if Justin is reminding everyone, fans, critics, and the press alike, that their story isn't meant to be a fleeting chapter in tabloid culture, but a lasting one. Another line said, "We value servanthood and making people feel like they can fly." That is not something you typically expect from a global superstar. The word servanthood immediately caught attention in a world where celebrities are often seen as distant, self-absorbed, and disconnected from ordinary people. Justin and Hailey appear to be emphasizing humility, service, and uplifting others. What does it really mean for two of the most famous faces in the world to claim servanthood as a family value? Is it just words on a wall, or is it something they genuinely live by behind closed doors? That's the question millions of fans are now asking. But Justin didn't stop there. Another bold statement read, "We value innovation and moving the human experience forward." Innovation, a word that resonates far beyond music or modeling. For Justin, who has always been at the forefront of reinvention in his career, this line feels like a personal challenge. It suggests that the Biebers see their role as more than just performers or public figures. They want to contribute something larger to humanity. And then there was the line that perhaps struck the deepest chord with fans around the world. "We value generosity and graciously giving time, money, and respect to people on our path." Think about that for a moment. For years, Justin has been painted as someone struggling with fame, with mood swings, and with the weight of his own stardom. But here, with Hailey by his side, he is positioning their family around generosity, not entitlement, around giving, not just receiving, around respect, not arrogance. These are the kinds of values that, if lived out authentically, could reshape the way the public sees them. Of course, social media exploded the moment Justin posted this. Fans quickly began analyzing every word, debating whether these values are truly reflected in the couple's actions, or whether this was simply a carefully curated public image. Some fans praised Justin for his vulnerability, saying that the list shows he is maturing and taking his marriage seriously. Others, however, expressed skepticism, pointing to the constant stream of divorce rumors and questioning whether such lofty ideals can survive the brutal reality of Hollywood relationships. And yet, whether you believe the Biebers are the perfect picture of love, or whether you think this list is just another performance, you cannot deny the impact this revelation has had. But this wasn't the only way Justin chose to mark his anniversary with Hailey. Earlier the same day, he shared another Instagram post, this time featuring intimate photos from a night out with his wife. No captions, no rules, no manifestos, just snapshots of two people enjoying their time together. It was almost as though Justin was telling the world, yes, we have deep values, but at the end of the day, we're also just a husband and wife who love to spend time together. And that duality, the mixture of ordinary and extraordinary, private and public, has always been what makes their relationship so fascinating to the outside world. To understand the weight of this anniversary, we need to rewind the clock back to September 13th, 2018, when Justin and Hailey tied the knot in a civil ceremony in New York City. At the time, their union was met with shock, speculation, and endless gossip. Could it last? Were they too young? Was Justin still haunted by his past relationships? All of these questions swirled relentlessly, and yet they went on, undeterred. Just 2 months later, Hailey publicly embraced her new identity by changing her social media handle to Hailey Road Baldwin Bieber, a symbolic step that told the world she was all in. Over a year after that small civil ceremony, the Biebers threw a larger celebration at the Montage Palmetto Bluff in South Carolina. Surrounded by over 150 family members and friends, they exchanged vows again, this time with the grandeur and romance fitting of a celebrity couple. And yet, even then, many critics wondered whether they were simply playing out a fairy tale in public while struggling behind the scenes. But if their wedding celebrations made headlines, their family milestones in recent years have created an even bigger storm. In May 2024, Justin and Hailey announced they were expecting their first child. The announcement stunned the media, as it came just months after yet another wave of rumors that their marriage was on the rocks. And then, in August, their son, Jack Blues Bieber, was born, a name that immediately became a trending topic across platforms worldwide. For fans, this baby represented more than just a new life. It symbolized stability, continuity, and the hope that Justin and Hailey's love story could indeed endure. And yet, despite the joy of parenthood, whispers of divorce never stopped. In recent months, speculation grew louder, fueled not only by tabloid gossip, but also by Justin's own lyrics. On his 7th studio album, Swag, released earlier this summer, fans were quick to dissect songs like Walking Away. In one haunting verse, Justin sang, "Days go by so fast, don't want to spend them with you. So tell me why you're throwing stones at my back. You know I'm defenseless." For many, this felt like a direct cry from the heart, a sign that the Biebers were facing serious struggles behind closed doors. Even more telling were the lines, "And, girl, we better stop before we say some shit. We've been testing our patience. I think we're better off if we just take a break and remember what grace is." Those lyrics sparked debates everywhere. Was Justin hinting at separation? Was he expressing his frustration in song form, the way so many artists do? Or was this simply another example of fans reading too much into his music? Regardless of the answer, the world was left buzzing with speculation. And then came Swag 2, released just weeks ago. On this follow-up project, Justin continued to weave references to his relationship with Hailey, while also diving into themes of fatherhood and personal growth. One song in particular, Love Song, stood out as perhaps the most heartfelt declaration of all. In it, he sings about time becoming prettier with Hailey, about feeling spellbound by her kiss, and about wanting to be everything she needs. It was a direct counterpoint to the more conflicted lyrics of Walking Away. And for many fans, it felt like Justin was telling the world, yes, marriage is difficult, but love is worth fighting for. So here we are, 7 years into a marriage that has been anything but ordinary. On one hand, we have Justin posting a family manifesto about values like longevity, servanthood, innovation, and generosity. On the other hand, we have a history of rumors, cryptic lyrics, and public doubts about whether the Biebers can survive the relentless pressure of fame. And somewhere in the middle, we see them as parents, raising their son, sharing glimpses of their nights out, and continuing to surprise the world with both vulnerability and resilience. But this story is far from over, and as we continue to follow every twist and turn, the question remains: can the values Justin has written on that wall truly protect their marriage from the chaos of the outside world? Can servanthood, generosity, and innovation really hold back the tidal wave of fame, rumors, and scrutiny? Or is this just the calm before the storm? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, I will reveal my own perspective on what this all means. And trust me, it might not be what you expect. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe right now and hit the like button, because this story is still unfolding and you won't want to miss what comes next.